Okay, greetings everyone, and welcome to Gerard Black in the Philippines with the truth. Of course, if you have, you know how we get started. We normally get started with music, but this morning I'm having trouble with my YouTube. For some reason or other, the YouTube setting is all crazy. I don't know what they're doing there in their home office, but they're changing it, and navigating through it is just a pain in the butt, and I'd just rather not deal with it. But today, because it's going to be a crazy kind of day today, and you're going to see how it unwinds. Uh, but I will start off with some truth syrup. And what better truth syrup in the Philippines is tanguay. Well, I'm sorry, actually, tanguay. This is tanguay, the ripples of the Philippines, I like to call it. Whew. I know I'm getting old when I can't crack open a bottle of tanguay. Uh, the reason this is white, and normally I drink it, it's usually brown. Because brown has the sugar in it, and there's more sugar in it, and white has none. Or not enough to change the color of it. So if you're going to drink it, this is the better version of it to drink. Oh my goodness. Okay. I know that's it because it's dripping all over me. Okay, so uh, my truth syrup, this is for you, sweetheart. As you know, judging by the title of this video, it says, Yay, Kanye, Black in the Philippines with the truth. I'm going to tell you something about Kanye. When I was in, I think it's Gold Digger, one of his songs. I don't know. I don't know. It's probably the only song I know. But when I was in Oregon, and I was waiting to go to court because I was in court there, and what happened was that after many years, I was an interstate fugitive for about 10 years or so. I couldn't go into 5 states. So finally, when I decided to go take care of my issue, because it had kept me away from seeing my kids or visiting Oregon. Although they came out of Oregon, Gian and Janelle came out of Oregon to go to New York every summer and every other Christmas, but I wasn't freely able to go there. And then the story about the ring. But anyway, uh, I went to court, and there were kids in the background in the back of the courtroom. Now, when I was young, one of my favorite pastimes was to go to courthouses. I like to go to courthouses, and I used to sit in the back and watch the cases. And one that always remember that there was assault with a deadly weapon, and the weapon was a glass duck. I never forget that. But anyway, I guess that was my early fascination, I guess, with crime or court or what have you. So when I went to court in Oregon, who, by the way, when I turned myself in, it was this police show that came on that had these, cops, reality show, whatever. And there's one of them that had this short Asian girl with long hair, and she was a police officer. She was in there. You know how they show you inside the booking room. When they first come in, like that. And so when I was in Oregon, she was the one who processed me, and she was with she was training another officer, and when they had me, searching me and all this, I said, "Wow, I'm getting searched by a star," like this. So it was kind of funny to me to have her out of all the officers, search me, that she would be the one. I never would imagine in a million years that I would be searched by her as many times as I've seen her on TV. In fact, if you want a little bit of history, the first episodes of Cops that were also shot in Oregon, I was in one of the first episodes coming out of uh, out of moving too fast house, and I was caught on video coming out. So I was one of the first one, Officer Foxworthy. I think if you know who he is. So if you know the police officers there in Portland, Oregon, you know Foxworthy. So that should be enough to tell you that to collaborate the story, I guess. So anyway, so I'm in the courtroom, and what happened is that these kids are in the back. And so my case came up because I had turned myself in, and at that time, I had accomplished a lot. I had my magazine, I had a lot of accolades, I had letters of accomplishments. I had a lot of things that had shown that I had turned my life around, and I was a productive member of society. So the prosecutor stood up and said, Your Honor, I'm recommending 3 years incarceration because, or how many years it was, so many years incarceration for fleeing the state, without, on a warrant like this. And so I said, damn, that's pretty heavy there. And he says, what kind of message are we sending these kids, these young people that if they leave, that they come back and nothing can happen to them, once they decide to come back and face justice. So, it was my turn to talk. And so I said, Your Honor, I said, your prosecutor asked what type of message would you be sending if you take into consideration, of the many things that I have accomplished upon coming out. Not only have I worked with kids, I launched the magazine, these are my accolades, I can understand if you're looking at the repetitiveness of people who get arrested and go back to jail. But I said, as you can see, I have turned my life around. And so he said, okay. So his decision was to just fine me $1,000, and that was it. And so I reached into my pocket and I had like 900 or something. I said, what is this guy? This guy got x-ray vision. So I had to go to ATM to get the other 100 out. But it was, one of those things that, that if you do the right thing, even if you get out or whatever, that it won't go unnoticed. But anyway, while I was in Oregon waiting, Kanye was having a concert. And he had a concert with Rihanna, the girl that sang Under My Umbrella, Umbrella, Umbrella. I love that song. And it had Lupe, who did that song, let's see. If you are what you say you are, a superstar. What it says, I'm trying to remember the line. It says, chauffeur, come take me away. I'm standing on line nowadays. Security, something go on. He says, I can't remember. I'm embarrassed that I can't remember. Anyway, Lupe was there. That's who I wanted to see. I wanted to see him sing that song, Superstar. Some of you who know the song. So one of the rare times I bought tickets. So I bought a ticket. I went in. It was up in the nosebleed section. And I'm sitting up there and I'm watching the concert. I see another artist. I see Brianna and I see Lupe. So now Kanye's coming on, and I'm sitting on the balcony and everybody's calm or whatever. But when they're making the transition for Kanye, oh my goodness, everybody that was sitting next to me had left and rushed the stage. I mean, there was a whole sea of people now in front of the stage for Kanye, and the people who replaced placed the seats of these, it was girls or whatever, with these hillbilly type guys. Whoa, this for Kanye. Then Kanye came out and he laid on the floor, this big circle, and he started rapping like this. They're like, whoa! Like, and I'm like getting nervous. I'm like saying, man, I don't know what these white boys are capable of doing, but you know what? I don't want them to look at me and say, and throw my ass over the balcony. And so I decided to leave. I didn't even see the concert. Because Kanye wasn't somebody who I was interested in. He's not even. I knew nothing about him. Like I said, I was there to see Lupe, whatever his name is. And I was there to see him. So that was my you know my introduction to Kanye as far as anything about him. Now he's doing a lot of things, saying a lot of things, you know, uh, and a lot of people want to do or say, take sides on, whatever it is, you know, it, he's ill, he's this, he's not well, whatever, you know, he, I can say I really have no opinion on what he's saying about the Jews or anything like that, because it don't matter to me. You let free speech. He say what he say, and whatever he say, he has to pay the piper. He has to pay the consequences. If you don't want, if you're not willing to pay the consequences, then just shut the hell up. Don't say the flocking things. What you're saying. You know what I'm saying? But apparently, some people feel that they are, above reproach. I wonder how he got that, implanted in him. Maybe it's from Trump, who just see Trump keep, evading, and just keep getting away and getting away, and maybe he feels that he's Teflon. He can say what he wants to say, but I just heard he just got blocked off of Twitter and whatever, But I was watching this guy rant and said, whoever has him on, stop putting him on, stop giving him air, don't put him on the TV or whatever like this, and you know what? It is what it is, man. It is. And everybody's in this to make money. Don't you understand? Everybody is in it to make money. There was one guy I was watching. His name was Charleston White, and I was watching Hassan Campbell, and he was talking about Charleston White, and usually that's how I usually find out things and Google songs that I know of but don't know of, but I Google it and hear the song. Oh, okay, I put it in my playlist. But he was talking about this guy Charleston White. And I was listening to this guy, man, and a lot of people don't like him because he's mad real about what he's doing. He talked about, Nipsey Hussle, who was a rapper, was killed, but then he found out his real name and said that they was just a different guy. Everybody has a persona. Everybody has a certain character that they want to play when they walk out the door. You know what I'm saying? Rather if you want to walk out and be a thug, then okay, you walk out and you be a thug. If you want to walk out and be a businessman, you walk out and you be a businessman. You want to walk out and deal with corporate, you walk out and deal with corporate. Everybody has a persona. And so he was talking about, you know, he does a lot of things for the community. He does a lot of things for children, you know, and he doesn't ask for any money from anybody, which I was very impressed. He says, I'm not a not-for-profit or whatever. He says, I don't ask nobody for nothing. He said, the people who I play, where I get my money from, he said, I get it from white women or whatever like this, corporate. He said, that's who I get it from. He said, that's who I play. He says, I do, and I do well. He said, I don't need to make money and buy a car, a jewelry, get, and he talked about how Frank Lucas how Frank Lucas got caught when he went to the fight wearing a chinchilla coat. Nobody knew who he was until everybody said, who in the hell is that wearing that chinchilla outfit? And then that's when he got on the police's radar. So he was saying that you don't talk. People who talk, are the ones who don't do anything. He said the ones that do, do it. So you have those who talk and those who do. And I was very, very impressed by this brother. How he don't owe nothing to nobody. How he don't care what nobody thinks. How he don't care, he knows what he's doing. He's staying in his lane, and his lane is just fine. He He's worried about the next generation of children, the next generation of people coming up in this world. And I was very impressed by it. So that's all I want to talk about that. But what I do want to talk to you about is about Filipino women. You know, I have this policy. If you have a Filipino girl, and if you're not clocking her every day or every other day, my motto is no 3 days should pass without tapping that ass. That's my motto. And you know, it's funny. You know, uh, I I have a system. You know, it's, you know, girls. If you have a freak, who won't get off you, so be it, man. More power to you. I'm not hating on you. I mean, do your thing, boy. You know what I'm saying? If I could, I would rule the world if I was built like that. But I'm not. So me, what I do is like, oh, what? Oh, you didn't. What I say? I'm trying to give an example. Oh, what? You forgot to get that from the store? Well, you know what's that going to cost you? That's going to cost you a headshot later. Or I might be laying in bed and she might come into the room and I grab her. I said, come here. I want a headshot. And she says, no, no. I said, wait, don't say no. You never say no. You say not now or later or something like this, but you never say no. Don't say no. Because you're keeping it real. That's in your job description. So I got her now. Where's that? She said, not now, maybe later. So I said, okay, fine. And I may play this game with her for 1 day, 2 days, 3 days don't pass. But anyway, it's and I may say, oh, remember you owe me a headshot or something like this. Yeah, I know. You see, because you're psychologically preparing her to give you what you want when you want it. You see, if you can't catch her in mid stride and say, "Come here," she's not into it. But once you plant the seed, then it grows. And then she starts, oh yeah, I remember, sometimes she'll come in and like this, and I say, okay, so we'll be talking. Okay, what about that headshot? I should laugh and like this. Okay, later. I say later, okay, later. See, but the whole idea is to psychologically preparing her for that interlude that's going to happen. You see, and for me, it works. It works. It's Filipino girls. I mean, they're very busy during the day. My God, I mean, when I talk about busy, washing clothes, the kids, like this, and I'm just lounging. Why? Because I'm a king. That's what a king does. He lounges, and I be lounging. You know what I'm saying, like that. And so, I'm not unsympathetic to the fact that she's working. She's doing a lot. I mean, she's fixing shit, building shit, killing shit. She's doing it all, man. And God bless her, man. I got the right woman because that's what I need. I need one. I need a doer. I don't need someone to give me attitude. Because I want a sandwich, or I don't want nobody to say, go make me a drink, and they say, oh, you get up off your ass and go make it yourself. I don't need that. I don't need that. So anyway, today's a special day. Today's gonna get crazy. I'm gonna have a family over. I have some friends over. Like this coming over, and we're going to just partake. But when our family comes over, I always have a project for them to do. And so this project, what I have for them to do is, wait, I'm gonna show you. Ski, because I went outside, and there's a rat or something outside. Make sure you send my animals on it. Come on, ski. Ski. What is it? Ski. What is it? Hold on. Ski. Get up. Ski. I don't know how much of that you saw, but ski is a term that we use in the South to have them chase rabbits or coons or whatever. But anyway, that was enough excitement. What I got me up, I'm going to say this, but don't take it to heart because it's just, her birthday just passed. And so before the first of the month, I asked her, I said, I know, I'll buy you a washing machine. And she said, what? You tell me what girl in her right mind would be happy that you bought her a washing machine.
Baby, what is this?
Babe, I just tried to...
Shut up!
Babe, no, I was just trying to...
Are you stupid? Are you trying to insult me? You know, I knew it would get to this.
I was surprised that she knew to say what, but she did. But I got her some jewelry. She got jewelry, so don't worry. But this is what the project. Let me set this over here. So the project that I'm going to have them work on is this. I don't know how well you can see it. Is this. It is a state-of-the-art washing machine. So we're going to have her brother-in-laws all to come, hook it up, and make it happen for us. So I'm very pleased that I was able to get that for her. Not so much as a gift for her. Wait a second. But that's not it. Also, I think I might. I went paying my rent yesterday and told the owner that I'm going to buy a new air conditioner, and she said okay. So I said, oh, okay. So it's like that. I said okay, and take it out the rent. Of course, I paid the rent, the next month rent. So what I'm going to do is I think I might buy another air conditioner today while they're here, and have them go put in another air conditioner. Or replace the one that I have because it's not really working, the way it's supposed to work. So that is a big benefit for having me as family come because they help out around the house. So anyway, so I just want to stop and throw this little video in here. I don't know how it's going to turn out. This one is mostly for how do you call it? Cloud chasing. To be honest with you, let's see how many viewers I get by putting "Yay" Kanye in the title. So we'll see what happens. But other than that, remember you're watching Gerard, Black in the Philippines with the truth. Remember, dreams are nothing more than plans awaiting action. Never disrespect earlier was pull something up. And sometimes you'll be the only one to see a vision. And the best revenge in life is to live good. I'm living good today. I don't know about you, but I hope you are too. And if you're lucky enough to have a woman like Ali Woodson, formerly singing The Temptation, wants some treat her like a lady. And ladies, if you're lucky enough to have a good man like me, make him feel like a king. Give him that headshot whenever he asks for that headshot. Okay? I'll talk to you later. I always love you more. Peace.